Darichar bahu Sukudar Sangarana Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Nara Yenava Sudeva Yenava Yenava Sudeva Yenava Sudeva Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Pranata Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Harivasurya.
Morning. Devotion. Is the grace that showers the desire for freedom. The desire for freedom produces its own fulfillment, showering that desire for freedom so that you are not born again. Not good?
A little bit higher. Let me know it.
I was part of the Buddhist lineage for a while, and I guess to be a lama, and I was
to be
a lama, to take over the lineage,
okay.
and one of the first things I was asked to do is to take the Bodhisattva vow, which apparently means that you come back for as many times as necessary until all sentient beings are liberated.
Yes.
At the time I thought, oh my God, that sounds like hell. And I told my Rinpoche, I have to think about that overnight. I can't make a vow like that. That just seems like absolute horrendous to do that. And he did let me have a night to think about it. And then at some point I guess I realized that I think I already made that vow. Made the vow, the Bodhisattva vow, which basically means you keep reincarnating until all sentient beings are liberated. So I was wondering when you said, when you're liberated, that you don't have to come back, where the...
What is a being? A being is a thought. Is believing. Oops. It is believe. Is it all right? Yeah. It's not all right. It's all right. It's a belief that a being is a belief that a thought is real. If a thought is real, yes, you have to do a lot of things to be freed from that. But freedom actually is to see that being, a thought, has no substance. It comes and goes. So the liberation of beings is at once. When you see that, you not only free beings, thoughts, the world, but you free yourself, which has seen thoughts and the world. It's all together. There is nothing gradual here.
There's nothing what?
Gradual.
Gradual. Yeah.
It's not that you free yourself or don't free yourself and then you will have this mission to free others. All this is a very gross understanding. You have to come back to the source of the meaning. Then you have not to make a vow. You just have to desire, to burn, to want to be free, because it's your birthright. After so many incarnations, so many belonging of lineages, you can be free just now. It's your birthright, it's your nature, not person. And that every being is already. If he doesn't believe so, he will search as you have done, as I have done. But once you know what is what, have a vow for what? Who has a vow? Who makes a vow? So maybe you will need more than an overnight to investigate.
It's actually kept me a lot of times. I feel it's kept me from
Freeing yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because I feel there was like a feeling almost of guilt, like I can't if everyone knows.
You don't go there. You have a good intuition. So follow that. It's the call of yourself. Free myself from all concepts, please.
Thank you.
And the concept to be a being or to see beings is a huge concept. Okay.
That's why I left.
So you don't belong to any lineage. You're
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Freedom itself.
Thank you.
You came to hear this. It's your own fire which makes you hear this. With Master, means Papaji. I remember very well, it was in 73, we were in Sintra, my mother's garden. And someone gave him the Diamond Sutra to read, and the Heart Sutra, where it is said, Bodhisattva will save all beings. And their Master commented. You see, I will never forget how I was struck by how comments can come from different levels. And surely there was no level from where he was speaking. It speaks directly to from where it came. So that's freedom. If you think you are a lama, you have to speak as a lama. If you think you are a man, you have to speak as a man. If you think of nothing about yourself, it frees you. If you see, I can be a cage. How? If I, as the ungraceful moment to believe, he has to expect this, he has to be this way, it is maybe this way, all those qualities forms a cage. And of course, a cage includes another cage, maybe a silver one, and then a golden one. And the golden one would be to belong to some spirituality, to some religion or vision of life, or vision of God. Still a cage, because God is prior to, and is prior. It is even because there is something we cannot capture that one is, not as a person, but one is. That all this is possible to express. But the expression is in time, the expression is limited. It will rise, it will be born, it will die, it will disappear. It will go on changing. So don't confuse expression from where it comes from. And where it comes from is what is for all beings. It's common to all beings. Prior to any attempt of understanding, experiencing, realizing, everything is done already. Yeah. And it's not done by efforts or practices, it's done when you are so exhausted, you are so fed up or tired to have tried so many things and it doesn't work, that you give up. It shows up when there isn't a giving up. Isn't it?
There is this belief, this box being a musician.
Musician.
Yeah.
Well, you can be a musician. We are something in this world. You can identify with whatever comes to you in this world. But I don't speak of the identification in the world. That is a game that is not even controllable. Okay, you're a musician, very nice. But who are you?
And with the musician is coming many identifications.
Yeah, you are identified with a musician. It doesn't matter at all. Who are you? So why there was a problem to be a musician in this world? Why it was a problem to be identified with a musician in this world then? If you know who you are. Now, tell me now. Be serious now.
It was believed there should not be any identifications playing.
Ah, that's another concept.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual concept.
Yeah, and it's coming up again and again.
Yeah, because you trusted it and you still believe it cannot be differently, it must be like that. You cannot impose what you prefer or what you think to what is. It will not work. It's freedom itself. And it's already done. Whatever you see, it's already done. It's that. And it also expresses in the way of identification. But you see, once you know it, once you have this blessing to be able to hear that, means you give up your concept to hear that, then it doesn't matter, because you, whatever happens, identification, non-identification, all that, you know you never left what is. You know the real thing. You don't confuse anymore anything. And that is peace. So be better musician. That is in the becoming. The world is becomings, expressing, creations.
Somehow accepting this.
You know, if you accept, you will have a moment of rejection. Don't accept. It has to be crystal clear. Your mind will be blown. Acceptance is not a good thing here. Or can you trust the mind which accepts? You will reject next, I tell you. And then you have to do it again, coming to Satsang, hearing, oh, okay, I accept what I hear, must be true. No. It's not that you see, in acceptance, you trust, you have a moment of trust and you accept, even if it is not your experience, it must be true. Okay, I accept. But realizing is something else, is that you don't need to accept, you don't need to trust somebody else's truth. You are strapped by something obvious, which cannot be captured by the mind. Yeah? So don't make effort to accept.
That was my effort, yeah.
Just don't hook at any concept.
From where the giving up comes, I mean, is I give up? Or
If you intellectualize that sentence, yes, I give up. And
Okay.
then you are fact, oh, I still there, just do it. And tell me if you will ask this question afterwards.
should I say sorry? Should I tell you?
Of course you can tell, tell me.
No, the question is what I have to tell you. I didn't understand.
Ah.
I was a bit lost.
One is lost where? Tell me now. Where one can be lost.
Where?
Yes, where? In a very general way. Huh?
In the mind.
In the mind only, or in the senses, or in the body. One can be lost only there.
Yeah.
Yeah? Did I speak to your mind when I say give up? Yes, obviously now it's in the mind. If you think it's in the mind, I ask you to do it.
Who does that?
Mind.
Mind.
You are so careful about what to swallow or not that you will always question. And you know, whenever you question, there will be I. I am somebody. So you, vicious circle. That's why I always say, this question, but who is asking it? It's a very precious question, but it's recuperated or it is owned by the mind now because it's so known. Everybody knows it's precious, it's the key of spirituality, of freedom. Who am I? It doesn't work like that. It is to be asked once in a lifetime. It doesn't work always like that also. Because after that question, is there any possible other question to be put? Tell me now. If there is, it means you have not asked that question. Because everything you can say, every answer will be in the mind or body. when you ask, who am I? Or who is doing the giving up? Go into that direction of who. You forget now giving up. Who? And you dive where it disappears. That's it. And know from here, whatever you say is the mind. Then you are free. I will make it sure.
Yeah. That's mind, sorry. But yeah, that's true. Yes. Yeah.
That's true? Okay, now you start to see what is the mind. Lucky you. You will never see something else. You are something else. You see the mind. Where are you? No, nobody. I heard my name. That's strange. I get some visions.
I was saying thank you, maybe you heard it.
Ah, that's it.
I was saying thank you, maybe you heard that.
Yeah.
Because this is a reconfirmation for me.
Mm.
The trip to Portugal is a reconfirmation for me.
Yes.
Of that.
Nice you came to Portugal.
Yeah.
Nice, it's not even Portugal. Nice you came to Satsang to hear what you love to hear.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah. What I was saying, it was reconfirmation for that which cannot be defined, which has no shape, which has no color, and where the one identified that after the identification that nothing remains, no emotions, no psychology, nothing. That vacant, which the one try to make image,
Yes.
that image doesn't come.
Very good.
Try to produce anything
Yes.
from the mental, from the energy, which is beyond that energy. Where no any tantric practice works, where no any yana, hinayana, mahayana, all this yana where it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Where any kind of Vedantic teaching also doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Where any kind of where nothing works, you know.
I think I have to give the flower to you.
And I believe this is Papa's giving me.
Yeah. Papa just giving you. Yeah.
Can I say thank you to everyone?
Tell yourself.
I say thank you to everyone because this is a trip that from the Himalayas of Nepal, the trip for this being that Divine Father Ramana made this trip to that entire Europe and reconfirming it, and this one is going back to Nepal. Where it came from. You know?
Thank you.
This one came from Nepal all the way this year. And this one, I have to tell you, all the practices, like Papaji did it, all these practices, all the mantras, all the yogas, whatever found in the universe. Finish that all. And then this one understood this all rubbish. Push it under. Thank you. And this one plus that. You have to understand also because this is a real experience. So this one plus it everything, and this one doesn't remain. You can try to find this one, but this one is not remaining anymore. Thank you. I love you too. And I love you. And I thank Veronique. She brought me here.
Which one?
She's there. She's looking. Where are you looking? I thank. I thank Mujdi. I thank everyone.
I think we have to
All the
thank
impression.
all our incarnations.
Yeah, all the
about it.
all those reincarnations, which is not going to happen.
No, it's not for me. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Shivam, Shivam. Thank you. You should be lucky to get a flower.
Ganga? Ganga, you said to me 2 satsangs or 3 satsangs ago that I have an image of satsang. And it's true. And then I looked at it and I say that there are many places I am in a similar image that is not in this room and not in satsang. Yet I do still, or I bring it back to what I learn or what I hear in satsang.
But satsang is exactly not that place. You don't go back to your memory. Otherwise you never went to satsang. You try, but why satsang is attractive? Why you can speak about that we cannot capture for a lifetime? It's because it's a life. It's not deep from memory. It's so boring from memory. With time it's getting boring, smelling like corpse.
Yeah, you said this to me 6 years ago. It's a rotten place.
Ah! And you are still in it, in the graveyard.
Yes.
Why? You love it?
No, I didn't realize it.
Ah, you just realized today. So I think you will run away from that graveyard if you really realized it. Memory is a graveyard. You don't run away? I don't speak physically. It's too easy. You see, the beauty of the pure word Advaita is that it's not a teaching you can learn. It's an indication which is alive just now for everyone, just now. Alive. All the rest goes into the memory, into graveyard.
Yeah.
Good. Then what? What does it mean this year? It has some consequence or it just go back to memory? So at least see that. Okay? See it again. If you see anything, are you that? What you see?
Yeah, I see what I'm doing, thank you.
Okay. You are from where you can see that? And that is not a personal spot. Unless again you want to win something, win enlightenment, then it will be a personal experience in the memory. And I tell you, we'll have to make a lot of efforts to maintain that experience, which is impossible. That's why people, when they got a glimpse, you see, and they went back to the memory thinking, not seeing that it is the mind, not clear about that, they ran to Papaji again. Oh, I lost it. And Papaji was so furious. Not furious individually, but he was so, in a way, enraged that the mind tricked again. You see. That's what I say. The only thing you have to do, if at all it's a doing, it's to spot the mind. And then you have a split second of keeping quiet and you know who you are. Not knowing is the mind, of course. You cannot make effort to be what you already are, and you pretend, the mind pretends, oh, I am not yet free or enlightened or myself. Hear it again and again, if needed. That's maybe the only thing you could do. And anyway, you will be struck at once, and it will blow away all your years of search and findings and whatnot. You see, when you had too many ideals, like Buddha, and then I don't name all the gurus or the beautiful teacher you went to, in the end, they limit you instead of freeing you, because, not because of them, but because you keep images. And as you are very personal as a person, as you make them very personal, because you see images, you even name, and you don't fit that, your experience is not what maybe it looks like, which is an ideal for you, then you think you are not free. All those, it's just concepts and wishes and ideals the mind entertained during years, not to speak of generations. So be freed from those archetypes. Be freed. Don't try to be like someone. Even if you love your teacher, through love, by love, your teacher will tell you, I'm not there. Don't love my shape. Even if you can't help to have gratitude, but then you know it. You know. Okay, in the movie, I'm very grateful, sure. But I'm not only a movie. My beloved one to whom I am grateful showed me, don't be bound by my shape. Be yourself. We have to come to this. Remember what Papaji told me, which shocked me up to the max. I was in a beautiful state after he spoke. And after a while, I said, oh, that's what Ramana wanted to express with his eyes. And he said, don't bring Ramana here. I went to my memory again and finito. I'm a bit too old for this thing. So don't forget, the mind will own as much, as quickly as possible, everything. But if you know it's the mind, free. Free. Even if in time you are not free for a while because you have been absorbed and whatever. When that does disappear, where are you? Oh, I never left. I'm always myself. Amazing. Only the mind makes feeling like that. It's only the mind which makes feel like that. That's what I say, don't stop at your feeling, even the feeling of being enlightened. Because you will have then the feeling of not being enlightened again. Don't rely on anything which appears. So.
And there is something to what we have to rely.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
What to rely?
Ah. Can you drop the question? That will be it.
I'm done, thanks. Thank you. Drop the question, okay.
Oh no, that's the question. Only the mind puts questions, huh? It's not the self which puts a question, it's the mind.
I take it was.
Again need that which he gave up. He again want that which he gave up.
Yeah, he came back. He came back.
Sure. You want that what you gave up.
Yeah.
Good. Good. You want that back.
That's true. That's
Deal with that. I have no
yeah,
problem.
that's better. Yeah.
I have no
Chalo, chalo.
Yeah, the question is the minds rely, you know, is the mind that rely
To the mind.
to the mind. Okay, and that's we don't have to rely to that.
No,
I don't
try
have
to understand that if you trust anything that the mind says, you are caught by that. And you come to satsang to not to be caught by anything anymore, because you suffer and you have enough.
Yep.
Eventually, I mean, I don't want to impose that on you. I just say,
Yeah, it's a very.
Marche.
Che cosa?
Thank you.
That's why sometimes the word fascination or tyranny or hypnotism with the mind is expressed, because you see there is a kind of, oh, something new or something more subtle. Oh yeah, now I will get it. This is my ultimate question. When I asked Master,
Yes.
I asked my ultimate question. I was so sure. He laughed at me. Now I understand why at that time. So, okay. I didn't get it yet. But
Yeah, the feeling is like.
you should come every time. You see, he immediately reacted. Yeah. It's good because it doesn't work this anymore. Where is it?
It does.
It's okay. Okay. Spot the mind. Chap, 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 chap. And then doesn't matter.
Hey, maybe it's helpful to hear again how ourselves, so we are one. So,
No, it's not helpful. It creates such a concept of oneness. Where are you going with that?
yeah, thank you. Okay.
Which fulfillment did you get?
I already dropped it.
Sorry, I was late.
I dropped so much since Sunday. Thank you. All right, yeah. yeah. To visualize how our self is, how our being is.
I didn't hear well.
Sorry.
Tell again.
So not my question. It would be nice to hear again the construct of ourselves, how we are, because you told Sunday about the core who's empty and just the mind is just a tool. So maybe it's helpful to visualize ourselves, or maybe there's no need to visualize, but.
No, you can visualize your becomings, not yourself. Never, ever. And if you do, it's a becoming, it's an expression, it's a creation of that itself.
No more creation, I drop it.
But it will be there, it will be seen. Don't reject creation too, just know what it is. Otherwise you will fall into the absolutism, again conceptual. Yeah.
No concept anymore. Just being eternal. Thank you.
Your platform.
Yeah,
You have a platform here.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, but then you can jump. It's a creation. You made a platform. You don't need.
Yeah, it's true.
Otherwise, if you have a platform, you have to jump somewhere. I have to jump in myself. I have to give up. And you are already yourself. It's just something you created. Why be bound by that? Don't think. Too much thinking. You are not lost when you don't think. Yeah, please.
Ganga, I was wondering if the microphone was for you.
If
The microphone, the questions microphone, what kind of questions do you still have?
me, I have to dig. I'm not finding them. I have to dig somewhere. I don't do it anymore. We have all the same questions, I tell you. That's why Satsang, not one-on-one like this, sometimes somebody puts a question, somebody else is benefited because you see it's the same. The mind is the same for everybody. There is not a Chinese mind, or there is of course some cultural layers, but the mind works the same. So worry about your question. What's your question? And if there is no question, very good.
No, there's none. There's a lot of stillness when I feel into that. And I was, just...
It's also a label. It's perfect, but don't also look at a label. Okay, there is stillness, sure. It will go also, don't worry.
So, maybe the question was, is it just about getting quicker to not be hooked? Like, when I ask you to...
You cannot be quicker than the mind.
Yeah.
It's not about, it's not about the mind actually. So, what would happen if did you already see an elephant? Did you approach very near elephant, wild elephant?
Not wild.
Ah. If you were near a wild elephant rushing at you,
Yeah.
what would happen? Would you think?
No. I would run.
You would run or whatever. So you have to be open to face an elephant, wild elephant. Can have any shape, but
Yeah, yesterday I had a situation with a snake, not a wild elephant, but it feels like what you were just describing right now. And yeah, I met that snake and I was just reacting, not thinking at all. And
well, but there is no yesterday. That's how this beautiful scriptures ends, no? The great way. There is no yesterday, no today, no tomorrow. You see, I went to my memory now. But why I love that sentence is because I see it before I went to my memory. That is more important. That is life. If you rely and trust if you rely and trust on the memory of the scripture, then it's a teaching. It has to be your own experience. And then you see, I would say the same or no. You are then totally free to speak as you speak. So for that there is no yesterday, no today, and no tomorrow. Yeah. That is try to be indicated in satsang. All the rest is life. You can speak in a cafe or whatever. Yes.
There's the idea that I'm going to get something from being here.
Ah, but it's true. But you see, the idea is too late. Don't catch the idea, just be from where you had this idea.
From where what?
You had the idea. Shall I repeat?
Sure.
You didn't hear, huh?
I did.
No, you didn't hear. This idea is late. It's a creation already, okay? So you are what you search is the one from where this idea came. Don't look at the idea now. No. No. Next time.
Why not now?
Hmm?
Why not now?
Why not now? Yes. It is always now. If you go in your mind, it will be tomorrow. Amanya! Which will never come. It's just now. And it doesn't have a special look according to your concept. It looks like it appears just now, but that's the appearance. You are that which allows that appearance, whatever it is. Who cares? I am in a mess, I'm confused, I'm enlightened. Who cares? I am that which allows this to be expressed. Hmm? Where are you? Tell me, where are you? Just now, where are you?
Here.
But what does it mean? Tell.
Any thought that comes appears. Any experience appears.
Yeah. Yeah, but you look at what? At the experience or?
I don't know if I look at it.
Okay, so you don't look at the experience. You don't look at anything?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because you see, okay, because of investigation and coming to satsang, now you can speak like that, I'm looking. But that you are still fascinated. Before you thought you were identified. Now you look at what's coming up. But still you are with what is coming up. You are not quiet with yourself for a moment. It's a split second, you know, it's just, it has such a power that you don't need more to just have no search anymore. So that's what I said, you still are fascinated by to see that phenomena going on. And that's the mind, it's fascinating. But you have to have a moment of being freed from that. And then you can see that, sure. But that moment is more important than to see the mechanism. Hmm? Yeah. And don't make it long, then it becomes a state. A split second is enough. Hmm?
What to say?
Yeah, say. So will you follow your search when it comes back?
Will I follow the search when it comes back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit, man. No! Say no! Shit, man! It's not funny, it's dramatic. Ah! But now you. Okay.
How do you make decisions? Are you thinking ahead.
When you don't ask the question, you do.
What?
When you don't ask the question, you do it.
So just not thinking and noticing what happens. Thank you.
Generally, if you think, you are in dilemmas. At some point, a decision is when you don't think anymore.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So much.
The mic, please.
What is love in satsang?
Oh.
And is satsang the same as love?
Love.
Yes.
I cannot catch it.
You cannot catch it,
No.
the question, or what is love?
Love, I cannot catch it. Means I don't know what it is. The others say there is love or not.
Is it a concept of the mind?
No. Oh, you can make it a concept if you like, but you see, it's not because I say sometimes it's a concept that it doesn't exist in some other no form, if you understand my language. What we call love generally is lust. It has a particular shape, it's human. But to speak of love, you cannot capture it. You don't understand it.
That's what I love.
Yeah. And you see the slightest expression of it, even like unconditional love, it's poisonous, because then you will always compare, or you are arrogant, you are full of unconditional love, or you say, oh no, I'm not yet unconditional love. It's a poison, that concept. Love is there, that you see it or not, that you feel it or not, that you know it or not. It's not capturable. All the rest is preferences, personal attractions and all that. Nothing wrong with that. But it's good to know that a cat is a cat. That's it? Yeah.
These spotting the mind.
Talking?
Spotting
Spotting.
the mind.
Yeah.
Has to be like an intention from the mind.
It is, you take it if you want to be free.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise it has no meaning, no? But first of all, why do you think you are not free? Is it not an idea from the mind? I'm not free yet. Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
so that's a good spot.
Yeah, it's the question is out of curiosity in a way. You know, I'm curious to understand if, in a way, there is something to trust in the mind. Because I mean this.
Listen, when you are thirsty, but I really mean thirsty, or what was the most horrible experience for you, thirst or hunger? You are hungry or you are thirsty? It will speak more to you. Be quick.
Sleepy, very sleepy.
Sleepy. Will not work.
Angry.
Okay, sleepy. Okay, we can try with sleepy. I never tried. Okay, you are extremely sleepy. Extremely sleepy, but you can't. People make noise and they ask you so many things and all. But what you do, you are so sleepy, you sleep on the spot, no? Will you ask somebody, where can I sleep? And all. It's when still you are not too sleepy. Then you can still ask somebody, is there a place? But if you are so exhausted by sleep, I think you sleep even standing. Isn't it?
Yes.
Same here. You thirst to be free, or you need, or you terrible despair. What happens? I'm not happy. I have everything in life. I'm still, what the fuck? It has to be like this, otherwise, of course, the mind will and sleep there and sleep there and do. Then you surf. You have to be drowned.
You have to
Drown. Drown? Be drowned? Or drunk? Fire. Otherwise it becomes very comfortable enlightenment. You say, oh yes, it happened to me, I opened the mouth, that was cool. Maybe that is. But it's not my experience. I can speak only of my experience. Yes,
So
please.
there is an event.
There is an event in the movie, yes.
Okay.
In the movie. And you are free because you know it's an event. It's not who I am. But that event has to happen, strangely enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Paradox. If you take the event for it, again, good luck, my dear. The movie continues in the same way. You have to. That's what I say sometimes. It's not a general law, but still there is a lot of, I don't know what to say. You have to get a very good background. And what is a very good background? It can happen, that's what I say, there are total exceptions to it. But those who are years in satsang, if they have the luck to go to proper satsang and not a teaching, they will have a proper background in their mind. It means they know so well it's not what appears which will make it. That when that amazing event happens, they can even reject that. That's the luck. If you don't have a proper background, you will be swept away by that thought, I'm free. Because that thought comes after years of suffering and search. So, of course, but you will be swept away. Because again, it's the mind, it's a thought. I still and listen. It doesn't mean it has to happen this way. There are so many exceptions in these creations, but it can happen this way.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, you asked, huh? It's because of you asked. So. Yeah. Thank you very much.